Good morning, sixth grade. I think that we're back cooking with oil, or whatever that phrase is. It's going to be the 19th, and here's a new section. But before we get going on the new section, I want you to go and please answer the questions on page 316, which is the entertainment link. And I was looking at number 66, and wow, that is a challenge. But I hope we all remember how many inches are there in a yard. I think that will help you figure it out. Could it be 36 inches in 1 yard? Hopefully that'll get you going. Once you've done that, I would like you to study this video about 7.7, which is percent of a number. And what is that about? Uh-oh, something fell down. There, it's gone. What is 67% of, let's say, one of your classmates' body weight if she weighs 90 pounds? And notice LB, for whatever reason, it's probably English, actually means pounds as opposed to PD. So who knows? So proportions, of course, will always save your life. Okay? So let's start always by putting percents with percents. There are other ways to do it, Max, but let's just start this way. 67% is what we got from the problem, and we know that we're looking at 100%. Now, the important thing about setting up these proportions correctly is that you have to put the number that you're looking at, 90 pounds. What does that represent? Does it represent the 67%, or does it represent 100% of this student's weight? I'm going to say that it does represent her whole weight. So we're going to put the 90 where the 100 is, and we're going to put the variable where the 67 is. And what are we going to do now? Well, we're going to use cross products, otherwise known as the butterfly method. And I really think that is the easiest way to go about it right now. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go 67 times 90, and I'm going to do 100 times x. So I get 100x equals, and guess what? I'm going to go over here, I'm going to turn on my calculator, and I'm going to do this times 90. Oh, 6,030. All right, but I'm going to divide both sides now by 100. 100, cancel that. Oops. 6,030 divided by 100. Now, using a calculator is very helpful, but the calculator is only as good as what you put into it. So as you just saw, I nearly made a mistake, and I had to erase everything. Got to be careful. So I divide it, and it's 60 pounds and 3/10. So 60 pounds and a third approximately. Okay. So X is 60. Uh-oh. I forgot to put the unit. LBs. Little Brian's. All right. So that's how we do this. But what about this one? What is 145% of 210? 145 over 100, and then x over 210. Now, the thing that I'm going to know, if I'm doing this correctly, is my x should be more than the 210, right? Because this is more than 100%. All right? Now, there is another method you could use, and you would use a calculator for it. So you'd ask yourself the question, 8% of 50, what's that? I could switch 8% to a decimal. Here's another example. What is 8% of 50? Now you could always set it up and do a proportion again, or perhaps you could use your calculator, but if you were to use your calculator, you'd have to convert 8% to a decimal. And how would you do that? Now, when we were talking about going from decimals to percents, we were moving 2 steps to the right, right? Now that we're going from percent to decimal, we're going 2 steps to the left. It's basically a new 2-step dance. So when we go 2 steps to the left here, what I end up with is 0.08. I'm putting in parentheses to indicate multiplication, times 50. And if I put that in the calculator, 0.8 times 50, voila, I get 4. So, understand that if we're going from decimal to percent, we're moving right 2 steps. And if we're going from percent to decimal, we're moving left 2 steps. And we can get into like a little movement, and it can be a combination of exercise and math. Now, once you've had a chance to look at these and the other problems in the textbook, I want to ask you to practice a little bit on that. And your practice would be on page 320, 2 through 42, evens, for all you guys who are nervous about that. And I don't know that you can finish all this in one day because I asked you to do this over here, but do what you can and enjoy yourself. So that's it for today. Thank you so much.